Once upon a time, in an old kingdom called Gumdi, there was a young prince named Dabisa. As heir to the throne of the Gumdi kingdom and bearer of his ancestors' legacy, Dabisa's future seemed assured until an unexpected decree threatened to challenge his destiny. Hey, welcome to this channel. If you are new here, kindly subscribe to join this incredible community of story lovers. We can't wait to have you join us. Let's get into our story. Dabisa was raised with the traditions of his people, and he always honored the customs of his forefathers. But this decree from the high priest brought a new level of uncertainty to his path. A messenger bearing the royal symbol of the Gumdi kingdom arrived at Dabisa's palace, carrying an order from the high priest of the kingdom. Dabisa was instructed to take the hand of the crippled daughter of the neighboring chieftain within 24 hours or risk losing his inheritance and the blessings of the gods. A prophecy had been whispered among the sages and seers of long ago. The prophecy spoke of a union between a prince of noble blood and a maiden marked by fate. It was said that their union will bring about a time of prosperity and harmony for the kingdom, restoring balance to the land and blessing the people with abundance. The weight of the decree hung heavy on Dabisa's shoulders as he grappled with the implications of defying the will of the gods. With the honor of his family on the line and the fate of his kingdom at stake, Dabisa knew he must tread carefully in the days ahead. Seeking advice from elders and seers proved futile. The ancient customs of Gumdi were deeply ingrained in the fabric of society, and the high priest decree was seen as a divine mandate that could not be ignored. With a heavy heart, Dabisa resolved to honor the traditions of his people, even as he struggled to reconcile his duties with the desires of his heart. Are you enjoying the story so far? Do well to smash the like button and drop some love emojis in the comment section below to let me know you love the story. Prince Dabisa finally accepted the prophecy, and then he embarked on a journey to meet with a crippled maiden Aisha. With a few loyal guards and his best advisor by his side, he set off, even though his mind was preoccupied by the thought of the upcoming union. He reflected on the decree's meaning and pondered whether this was truly the will of the gods or if it was just orchestrated by the hands of a mortal. As the hours passed, Dabisa's skepticism grew, overshadowing his initial sense of duty. He wondered what awaited him at the end of his journey, whether Aisha would be the answer to those mysteries that had troubled him since the decree arrived. However, a sudden disturbance from a nearby bush would soon shift the mood. A young child, no more than 5 years, stumbled into the midst of Dabisa and his crew, and tears were streaming down her cheeks. The child's name was Aminata, daughter of a local farmer, and she had strayed from her home in search for an adventure. But as she entertained them with tales of her misadventures, Dabisa's attention was drawn to the joy in her eyes. As they got closer, Aminata spoke of a vision she had seen in her dream. Apparently, Aminata also had the power to see visions, and her vision saw a prince and a crippled maiden bound by destiny. She described the prince's noble bearing and the maiden's gentle spirit, painting a picture that mirrored the same prophecy whispered by the wise seers of Dabisa's kingdom. And in that moment, Dabisa's doubts melted away, replaced by a newfound sense of purpose and determination. As they journeyed together, Dabisa became very fond of Aminata. However, little did he anticipate that their bond would soon be put to an ultimate test. Dabisa took Aminata back to her town and ensured that she was in safe hands, and he continued with his journey. Upon reaching Aisha's town, Dabisa was greeted with curiosity by the townspeople who had heard of the decree and the prince's arrival. They welcomed Dabisa with opened arms, honoring the ancient traditions of hospitality and respect. Preparations for the wedding was already in place. The people had decorated the village square with colorful banners and fragrant flowers, while the women were also preparing a feast fit for a prince. As Dabisa was being escorted to the palace, he caught a glimpse of a movement out of the corner of his eyes, and pausing for a moment, he turned his head and saw a woman sitting beneath a baobab tree. And in that moment, Dabisa could instantly tell that the woman was none other than Aisha, his bride. Prince Dabisa got completely intrigued by the presence of Aisha. He felt this sudden urge to approach her to learn more about this mysterious woman who had instantly captured his attention. He even ignored all the protests from his escort and made his way towards Aisha. And as Prince Dabisa approached Aisha, he found himself captivated by her radiant smile and the warmth in her eyes. Aisha greeted Prince Dabisa with a smile and a gentle nod, her demeanor smart and dignified. As they conversed, Dabisa discovered a kindred spirit in Aisha. She was a woman of intellect, compassion, and an unwavering resolve. She spoke of her love for her kingdom and her people, and Dabisa felt a deep sense of admiration for her strength and character. As the hours passed, Dabisa and Aisha shared stories of their childhood, their hopes and their fears. They laughed together, and soon the weight of the duty and tradition had faded into the background. But reality came crashing down on them. They had to go through with the marriage at all costs, even though both of them wanted to know more of each other before marriage comes in. The decree of the high priest loomed over them like a shadow, reminding them of the sacrifices they were called to make for the greater good of their kingdom. And as the final preparation for the marriage ceremony was underway, an unexpected incident threatened to derail the proceedings, leaving the fate of Dabisa and Aisha hanging in the balance. What unfolds next would test the bounds of tradition and challenge the very foundations of the destiny of Aisha and Dabisa. To unravel the mystery and discover the outcome of this gripping tale, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the next video.